Mm-hmm. Hello, hello. So I'm trying YouTube streaming today as well as Twitch. I have no idea if my computer can handle it. And I have no idea how it looks either. So bear with me while I just verify some things. Oh, let's see. My channel. How does it look? Oops. Managing moderators. So many new things. What about quality? Okay. So what happens if testing? Just chat message to check where I can. Okay. Oh, I need permissions to see chat messages from both. Just a moment. Okay. What am I looking for? Right. Testing. I can only see messages from YouTube. Sure. Come on. Thank you. Okay, what about now? Another test. In here. Okay, cool. Now I can see both chats. I cannot. Well, I'll just go with this. It's probably fine. Can I moderate the YouTube chat somehow? Studio. No idea. I would like to pop out the chat from for the stream somewhere, but I don't know how to do it. My channel. Live. If I pause. Moderation helps everyone feel safe. To be blah, blah, blah. Choose who can. Okay. Welcome to live chat. What if I want to pop it out somehow? Pop out. Cool. That works. Okay. Okay. So Twitch chat. YouTube chat. Oh no. There we go. Well, there I go. Okay. Yesterday was a good day. Short but good. So what I did yesterday was to implement grid snapping and drag and drop and grid snapping. So I can move stuff around in world space, or I'm just gonna call it on a table. And yeah, so I want to perform drag and drop in the hand as well here for multiple purposes, sorting the hand, also dragging cards from hand to the table, and the other way around. And just a moment. Okay, ready. So first off, to do. Oh, you're right. I want to do this. Render a dashed outlined to display where the card will be dropped when released. Drag and drop hand. Here I have some old to-dos from 2 days ago. So position hand cards every frame with hand anchor. That is true. So ensure fan out cards is respected and respect dragging. Hand anchor has to let the card go while dragging. Okay. I suppose I'll start with the simple thing, which is this. The outline. So I have a grid plugin here that I wrote. Which is just for positioning everything. And it also implements the snap to grid animation. It's combined with the draggable plugin I made to perform stuff when I stop dragging. And now I want to integrate the draggable plugin into the hand plugin. Right. But first, so displaying where something will be dropped. I feel like it should be here in the grid plugin, like draw, hovering, or draw, drop, outline. That's probably good. The question is whether or not I should spawn this entity every time I drag something, or just have it like in the background somewhere. I think the simplest thing for me, oh no, Copilot. The simplest thing for me is to just spawn and despawn. So where would I do this? So if I'm dragging a card, like so, the grid position is not updated, so I can't piggyback on the card's grid position. I need to have some other entity with a separate grid position that is being updated while I'm dragging. And that entity will draw the drop animation or the drop graphic. Or why I could just update the grid position of the card while I'm dragging it. And then I can piggyback on that. Because there's no point, even though I'm thinking I have the grid position here, why would I want to remember the old grid position? Does it matter? Do I need it? I don't think I need it. I mean, I might, but that's an eventual problem. I'm just going to start by updating the grid position while I'm dragging the stuff on table. I mean, one could argue maybe that it's unnecessary compute. Maybe. But I shouldn't care about that. I'll just do that. So it's not even the card, it's just a draggable, I think. So, oh no, it's not. It's actually here. Oh, I need to think. Grid position. So when do I update grid position? So when I stop dragging grid, oh no. If I do it this way, it has a lot of implications, cause and effect, because I've written this system based on the grid position updating, like when it does. It's very important in my current logic. So I'll just do a separate one. Here, derive component. This would be drop outline maybe. And that will have I think I can do this, but I can't import. That's annoying. Vello scene. And also this is world space, so I don't need to define anything. The Vello scene has transform visibility. Nice. And I don't need that. Okay, drop outline. Okay, so I should always have one. I should only ever have one. So I can use single. And I want to draw something on the Vello scene. And I'm only fetching stuff that has the drop outline component. Thank you for acknowledging the test. I kinda only want to do this once. Maybe I can do this spawn drop outline. So when the game boots up, I want to do not necessarily boots up, but when I enter the game states, I can just say here, like spawn the drop outline, but hide it. And when I am dragging, or when dragging draggables, display it. Spawn drop outline, draw the drop outline once. Though if I do this, I cannot animate it. If I want to make some sort of animation, like the outline is orbiting, whatever. So maybe that's a bad idea anyway. I will most likely want to animate it. So draw drop outline. This would be scene. But what if I drag multiple things? Then I want to render multiple drop outlines. So let's do query. So I'll just do for outlined in drop outline. This should be mutable. This is outline scene, I suppose. And now I never remember how to draw stuff. Long time since I did. Here. Right, reset. Just gonna call it scene. So reset the scene. Now I need a boundary shape, or the actual shape. Just copy paste this, which is the card width and card height. I want to make a stroke. Yes. So scene stroke. Oh, we have a center. Fine. We're centering the drawing. Suppose I'll have that here as well. There I go. But I want to, is it possible to do this with dashes? Yeah. Offset and pattern. So, hold on. So offset. Offset of the first dash. That can just be 0, I guess. But that would be in the corner. So I'll offset the first one by 5 pixels. And the pattern, what is the pattern? Dashes. Small vec. Have I not done this before? With dash, oh yeah, I have. Here, I'll just grab that. And place this like that. So every 5 pixels, there's a 5 pixel length dash. Okay. So draw. Okay. And this would be when they exist. I suppose I could tack on the outline, drop outline as children of whatever I'm dragging. So the entity being dragged. Maybe I can do it that way. So for example, for here on drag start, command entity target, insert dragging. Can I insert children? Insert children. No. Add children. Can I even do width? Like this. So parent So parent spawn outline, what did I call it? Drop outline. Right. Okay, see this maybe. That expects an ID. Okay, and when I'll just try this first. And right, I need the grid component also for the drop outline. So basically grid position. Okay, from I would want to say from translation here. And this would be, I mean, I want to spawn it beside the dragged entity. So transform card get trigger is okay. So if let okay. Oh, I don't even need this. Right. So if let okay transform is card get entity transform. That's what I want to do. So here, yesterday I removed that functionality because I thought it would be clever to implement like a from vec3 to grid position. That's a bit ugly, isn't it? Because then I need to do like grid pos is a grid position equals transform translation into grid pos. That's how I do it now. It's not too bad, maybe, but I would like more explicitly say like this is a grid position from transform, perhaps. Just pass in the transform, preferably as a reference, which it is. I'll just do that. Let's see. Copy paste this. Say from transform Bevy transform. Yep. And here translation private. Oh no. Oh, it should be a reference. There we go. Cool. Mm-hmm. So what's next? I'm just gonna test this, see what happens. Exciting. Nothing happens. Oh, hold on. I'm spawning stuff. Cool. Oh, I can't spawn it as a child of what I'm dragging because the transform is derived or like extended from the parent. So I can't really do this. So I need to spawn its own separate entity. Maybe I should keep track of looking at this, it might not be a bad idea to also draw like every cell as a dashed outline and then highlight whichever you're closest to, maybe. Also, I think the outline should be slimmer. Where's the outline? Here. I'll do 1 pixel. And I want to make the color like grayish. Yeah, that's better. Okay, but back to the issue. So I can't spawn it as a child of dragged entity. I need to spawn its own thing. And just to keep it simple, every time drag ends, I will just despawn all of them. So outline query for now is entity with hold on, there we go, entity with drop outline. So here, command entity, whoops, outline query. Yeah, I mean for each outline in outline query, I'll just do command entity outline despawn. Maybe. Drag, drop, drag, drop. Yes. 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 I don't want to animate it. Or do I? Maybe I do. Might look good. Let's see. Okay, so now on drag. Yes, so when I'm dragging, now I want to update the position for the grid position for drop outline. And so the simplest way to do that for now is probably just looping through. And this would be outline grid position, which is a mutable thing. And I wonder if a microphone is a bit quiet, too quiet maybe. Let's see, filters, edit. I'll increase it a bit, teensy weensy bit. There we go. Okay, so when I have the outlines while I'm dragging, I want to set the grid position. And I'll just do that by inserting. Inserting I won't even mutate. I will just do outline query. I'm gonna say I want the entity of the drop outlines, which is the ID. Oops. I'll just do outline entity. And then with command, I say insert. Oops. Entity. Command entity. Outline entity. Insert a new grid position from. Ooh, I need to make it from a transform. Oops. Which would be the dragged entities transform. So I need to put this loop inside the other loop. I mean, this should work. Maybe not the most performant way to do it, but I kind of want to offset it a bit so it looks like the card is above, like here or something. Right. Oh, every time I spawn it, it goes from the center, you see? That's a bit wrong. I wonder why that is. I thought I was using the transform. Huh. I don't want everything to go from 0, 0 all the time. Huge grid. Oh, what happened there? Interesting. Yoink. Is this a scaling issue? If I zoom out. Okay, restart. Hold on. So this is kind of fine. If I zoom out, does it get worse? Worse and worse. Looks good there. If I'm over here, yeah, the further away I am from the center, it seems. That's interesting. So I'm doing the calculations a bit wrong. See, the closer I am to the center, the closer the outline is. The further away I am, the further the outline is. I have no idea why. Yet. So first off, when I start dragging, so what happens here? From transform. Okay. Okay, what happens if I do it in the, like, to the bottom right? Yeah, it's the same behavior in that direction. Huh. Okay. What if I move this, remove this, I mean, what happens then? Still the same issue. But now I have the Why? Why? So I draw the outline based on nothing. I just draw it. So that's good. Here though. So I thought this would be simple, but now I'm running into bugs. Good times. So draggable. So I spawn the outline. Okay. So what's the transform this based on? Or rather, what is the actual from translation? What is the X and Y? Can I do this? Yes. So these will be 0.1. So that's correct. So what if I do it further away? Oh, I can't verify this. Hold on. Can I verify this somehow? Okay, so this is 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, it must be the grid gap or the cell gap making it weird. It's the same here. Yes. What about downwards? Yes. So it must be some upwards. Yeah, every direction the same. It must be this cell spacing. What if I remove the cell spacing? Does it even work now? Okay, cell spacing has nothing to do with it. It should probably be there as well. Okay. What else do I have? Snap to grid. But I mean, the destination of the animation is correct. I think. No, it's not. That's also incorrect, right? So the snap animation actually displays where the card will land. So I go further away here. Yeah. So the card will actually land where the outline is. Yoink. Yep. That means here. Translation into. The grid position is a new grid position. So this might be the cell spacing. Can test without, see what happens. No. Okay. Not that. So what else is? Let's see, snap animation. The animation itself shouldn't be the problem because that's just animating from whatever I'm telling it to go. Update transform. This is when grid position change. And that is just the snap to grid animation. On stop dragging. It must be here somehow. And the only thing that makes sense is I'm doing, if I do this instead, to be a bit more explicit, from transform, transform. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait. Think. It's probably not that, right? It should be this maybe. Oh, sorry. Cell gap. No, spacing. Spacing. I think that's it. Right? No. Maybe this. Oh. Oh, kinda. So I do think it wants to be on the left-hand side a bit there. If I look at going to the right, does it want to be on the right side? Yep. So something is still a little bit off. All right. Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't seem to increase. Let's see if I go even further. Way, way off. No, it's kind of the same. It's just oh yeah, my scaling is really messed up. Because I migrated my my own rendering to Bevy and Vello, open source project, and now I cannot have multiple cameras. So when I zoom here, everything is zoomed. See? Yeah, just how it is. Anyway, what happens if I go up north? Yeah, now it wants to be above it. Of course. I wonder why though. Hard problems. Am I even using this anymore? Nope. What about this? Do I want this? Let's see. Yes, here. Current grid position clone into. Can't I just say 2vec 3? Right? That just makes more sense to me. So I grab this. Pub function 2vec 3, or rather, do it translate. Or maybe just translation. 2 translation. And self, right? Sure. I think I like that better. I think. Okay. Okay, so I've been at it for almost an hour. I think I've had a decent speed anyway. I might be just happy here, not spend too much time on this. It's not too bad. Like, see how bad it gets if I go really far away. Because I intend to use a huge area to play all these cards. And the camera will fly around. Seems fine. I'm minus 1200 almost. I can tweak this later. During polish. Okay. One thing I do want to look before I close this chapter is where I use cell spacing. In case I misuse or miscalculated somewhere else. Fine. Nope, nowhere else. Cool. So ads, hold on, readme update, whoops. Okay, so ads dashed outline. Displays dashed outline. For draggable, dragged entities. And drop. Oh, that's for the bar. Displays drop area for dragged entities as outline, dashed outline. Displays or animates drop area for dragged entities as dashed outline. Fine, that's good. Okay, short break until before I take on the next task. Okay, mod timer break. Sure, 5 minutes. Be right back. Okay. Give me just 1 more minute. Okay. Okay, so I finished that task, rendering a dashed outline quite smoothly, I think. Next one will be more tricky, I think. So drag and drop cards in hand. So this is screen space instead of world space. So I wonder what happens if all I do is add draggable to the cards in hand. What happens? Okay, nothing. Oh, right. Because, I mean, it kind of works, right? See? Because it's the world space coordinates for the hand card. It's the same with the text here. Because I'm piggybacking on some world space stuff, so it wants to render it there instead. See? It's funny. So I want to separate or segregate the systems a bit, right? So draggable system. We need like on. Okay, I'm gonna do this. New folder, draggable or draggable. Sure, draggable. And I'm oh, okay, that didn't work. Hold on. Remove that. Maybe rename this instead to draggable/mod. Yes. Cool. And now here we do world and screen. Right. We bring all of this to world. Make them public. Because that makes more sense to me. Mod world, mod screen, and what? I want to make plugins. Nah. I don't know. Screen. Or maybe not. Or maybe I will. So screen, world, copy paste, soonish. Here would be Copilot again. Ugh. Copilot disable. So here I want to do Draggable world. I'm getting more spam on Twitch, of course. Bam. Draggable world. Struct. Yes. So impl plugin for draggable world. Something. Build, I think. And now I want to do this. Yes. Right, so draggable is super. Dragging is super. And drop outline, grid position. That's it. Now copy paste to screen. Oops. There we go. Now instead app plugin something world. This will be draggable screen for now. Draggable world. Draggable screen. Oops. There we go. Okay, so draggable screen will be. So first off, does it still work for world space? Oh no. Oh, because I have two systems doing the same thing now. Okay, so that's fine. So in this case, it should only be if I have screen space. Same here. Hold on, outline shouldn't be that. Card query, dragging. So with Vello screen space. Yes. On drag start, on drag. Yes. And here. I mean, dragging end. I'll just separate them for now with Vello screen space. I mean, I could say also just like hand card, but then it would be specifically for the hand. What if I want to drag something from something else? So if I use Vello screen space, it's more generic, I suppose. Okay, now what? That's good. Okay. So now I have the hand, because I have some sort of hand anchor. On the character active, spawn hand anchor, yes, okay. And then how do I position hand cards? Or when rather. So mute transform. And I animate. But that's only scale. This is only scale. Fan out cards. This is done when? every frame. So I do this every frame. What if I say added hand card here? In theory, I should only do this then as soon as the card is added to the hand. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. What about changed? Whoops. Whoops. Changed in a word. Changed. I don't think it can change though, because I don't have any data on the component. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh, hold on. Wait. Fan out cards without hand card. What? Did I add that now? Wait. If there's a hand anchor and no hand card, fan out cards. Where do I do with hand card then? On character active, hand card. Okay. Right, so this is just with despawn. To despawn, I'm just gonna do that. Cool. Here on pointer over with hand card. Card focused, focus card. On card focused. If it is a hand card. Okay. Focus card animation system. On pointer over. On card blurred. No transforms. Blur card animation, transform, but just scale, yes. Fan out cards. Okay. So they are fanned out. Yes, cool. Okay, one thing though I realized now is this. If I say option Vello screen space, and here maybe screen space. No, hold on, this is the grid. I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm thinking about the correct thing. Okay, so here. Current position. Would be sorry, here. What I want to do is wait. The grid is in world. I don't want to edit this. Or do I? I want to invert the draggables transform. Okay, this is wrong. So here, option, Vello screen space. So maybe screen space and so I don't want to change the transform. I want to create a new transform. Like this. Because I just want to inverse or invert the y-axis. That would be accomplished like this, I suppose. So transform, clone, if maybe screen space is sum, then we do new transform y equals minus equals or equals minus equals 1, or no, times equals minus 1. Translation. And then we do new transform, right? All good? No. Almost. Should be a ref. Okay, what happens now? Oh, okay, that was just not what I wanted to do. I thought I was clever, but apparently not. Okay, one thing at a time. First off, I need to stop fan out cards from doing its thing in hand here. So without hand, hold on, without dragging, right? Nope. Try again. Screen. Oh, hold on. This is the anchor query. Right. That's what. Here we go. Up here without. This is the card. Dragging. Now maybe. We shut down the anchoring when we drag. Maybe. Yes. Yes, we do. But now we have the world drag. This has to be I think the easier approach actually is like, how generic do I want to make this really? Can't I just say dragging world instead. And here, dragging screen. That would make it so much easier for me. Because the logic is a bit different. The y-axis is different. Projection might be different. So why should I overcomplicate things? I can see in the future that many functions would become very complex with a lot of if statements and yeah, matches maybe. And I'd rather not have that. Not too much of it anyway. So if I just say undo things here. There we go. ID, yeah, cool. Now world should be back to normal. It is. And I will call this world dragging plugin. Yes, cool. And call this world draggable. World dragging. Cool. Yes. And move this back to there. And call this world dragging, I guess. World dragging. Yes. And I create a new file called screen dragging. Okay. Screen dragging. I mean, here world will become screen. Cool. Yes. All good there. Oh, I don't have anything here. There we go. And remove that. Yes. Reload everything. Let's see. Drag world. Dragging. Copilot is active again. Disable. Yeah. Come on. Hello. A bunch of errors maybe. Yeah. So world dragging. Dragging. Is that two G's? Draggable. Dragging. Must be. Okay. Hold on. Game mod. Oh man, I'm hungry. I need to hurry up. World dragging. Let's call it dragging first, like before. So this can pick it up. Oh, draggable, actually. Okay. Happy now? Yes. Cool. Rename it to world dragging. Draggable. Looks so weird. It's like when you say a word enough times, it sounds weird. Like it's not a word. World draggable. Sure. Invalid name. World draggable. It's not an identifier. No, it's not. World draggable. There we go. Cool. Now we have world dragging can be removed. I mean, why isn't it updating? World drag. Nothing works. I screwed up. Hold on. Many changes. World dragging. World draggable. So I want this here. Yes. This can be removed. Oops. World draggable. Okay. Screen draggable. Rename. Screen draggable. Thank you. Game mod. Screen draggable. World draggable. Screen draggable. Draggable. Screen. Damn Copilot. Disable. Okay. Now it's not updating. That's so weird. Main game. Gone. Can it not pick it up? Oh. Is this one of those situations where the LSP is a bit weird? Rust Analyzer, because I renamed stuff. Moved files and other things. World draggable. Drag AP, dragging world. Dragging. Right. World dragging, not dragging world. Okay. 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 World dragging. World dragging. Okay, there we go. Draggable world, draggable screen. Cool. In this case, hand would be screen draggable instead. Right? And world dragging would be screen dragging. Yes. And here, remove the mouse delta here, which means I can just do transform translation plus equals that way. And now in hand, what am I doing here? Fan out cards without screen dragging. Yes. I need to make some food after this. Cool. Now I can drag. They snap back. No animation yet. That's cool. Of course, the drop outline animation is tethered to the world coordinates, so it's a bit wrong. But I think this is good progress anyway. One thing I realized, every time I grab the card, it gets faster and faster. So that's something. I don't know why. No. It's just some calculation is weird. And it worked. It worked the first time I did it, right? So here, yeah. Smooth. Follow the mouse. If I do it again, fine. If I do another one, fine. If I drag this and then drag this, what? What happened? Oh, I see. It's the scale. Am I using the world scale maybe? Let's see. World, no, scale. Yes, here. Of course I am. This is the problem with using one camera for everything. I really need to fix this. But for now, I will just turn off the camera projection scaling. Entirely. Nice. So if I zoom out now, yes. Yes. Cool. All good. So part 2 of this stream I will consider done. Drag and drop cards in hand. Yes. Done. That's just a note. I can remove that. Ensure fan out cards is respected and respect dragging. It is. Hand anchor has to let the card go. It is doing that. So yeah, good progress. I'm gonna make some food now and I'll continue streaming later, I think. Unless something else comes up, which is not impossible. Yeah, but I consider this stream done for now and I might stream some more later. We'll see.